Wait. So you wake up at 6 a.m. every single day, even on weekends?
Well, not every weekend, but
Max, that's crazy. Most people I know hit the snooze button at least 3 times. But you know what? Talking about your daily routine in English is actually one of the most useful skills you can learn. And today, we're going to teach you exactly how to do it, naturally, confidently, and without sounding like a robot reading from a textbook.
that's right. And if you've ever struggled to describe what you do every day in English, or if people look confused when you try to talk about your schedule, stick around, because by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to sound like a native speaker.
Plus, we've got some fun examples, a little quiz, and maybe, just maybe, I'll reveal Max's secret morning habit that nobody knows about.
Hey, we agreed not to...
Let's get started.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our videos. You're listening to Mr. Englishman. I'm Max, and with me here is the always amazing Lily.
Hi, everybody, and today's topic is super practical. We're talking about daily routines, how to describe your day, your morning, your evening, all in simple, natural English.
Now, why is this important? Because when you meet someone new, when you're chatting with a coworker, or even when you're writing an email or filling out a form, people always ask about your routine. Questions like, what time do you wake up? Or what do you do after work?
Exactly. And here's the thing. Most English learners know the words. They know wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, but they don't know how to make it sound natural. They sound stiff, robotic, awkward.
So today, we're going to fix that. We'll teach you the vocabulary, the grammar, the pronunciation, and most importantly, the flow. How native speakers really talk about their day.
And don't worry if you're a beginner. We'll keep it super simple and clear. By the end, you'll feel confident talking about your routine in any situation.
So grab a pen, get comfortable, and let's dive in.
Okay, Max, let's start with the basics. What's the first thing you do every morning?
Well, the first thing I do is wake up, usually around 6:30 a.m.
Perfect. So notice he said, I wake up, not I am waking up or I woke up. When we talk about routines, things we do regularly, we use the simple present tense.
Right. So I wake up at 6:30. Simple, clear, easy. Now, after I wake up, I usually stay in bed for a few minutes. I check my phone, look at messages, maybe scroll through the news.
Okay, listeners, did you catch that? He said usually. That's a frequency word. It tells you how often something happens. Let's list a few.
Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
These words help you sound more natural. Instead of just saying, I check my phone, you can say, I usually check my phone, or I sometimes check my phone.
Exactly. So try this, everyone. Think about your morning. What do you do first? Say it out loud. I usually wake up at... Go ahead, say it.
Great. Now, Max, what happens next?
Next, I get out of bed. I go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth. Classic morning stuff.
Okay, so here's a key phrase. Get out of bed. Not leave the bed or exit the bed. We say get out of bed. It's a phrasal verb, and native speakers use it all the time.
And then we have wash my face and brush my teeth. Super common. Notice the structure. Verb plus my plus body part. Wash my face, brush my teeth, comb my hair.
Yes, and here's a little tip for pronunciation. Don't say brush my teeths. It's teeth, plural. No S sound at the end of teeth. Say it with me. Brush my teeth.
Brush my teeth.
Perfect. Okay, now what about breakfast? Do you eat breakfast, Max?
I do. I always eat breakfast. I can't function without it. Usually I have coffee, toast, and sometimes eggs.
Okay, so notice he said have, not eat, when talking about coffee. We often say have coffee or have tea, not drink coffee. It's more natural.
Right. And with food, you can say have or eat. Both are fine. I have toast or I eat toast. No difference.
But here's a mistake I hear a lot from learners. They say, I take breakfast. No, we don't take breakfast. We have breakfast or eat breakfast.
Good point. So everyone, try this sentence. I usually have breakfast at 7 a.m. Say it out loud.
Awesome. Now, let's move to the next part of the day. Max, what do you do after breakfast?
After breakfast, I get dressed. I put on my clothes, grab my bag, and then I leave the house.
Okay, two important phrases here. Get dressed and leave the house.
Get dressed means to put on your clothes. You don't say, I dress myself. That sounds really strange. Just say, I get dressed.
And leave the house is the natural way to say you're going out. Not I go out from the house or I exit the house. Just I leave the house.
Exactly. So I get dressed and then I leave the house. Simple and natural.
Now, here's a question for our listeners. How do you get to work or school? Do you drive, take the bus, walk? Think about it for a second.
I'll share mine. I drive to work. It takes about 20 minutes. Sometimes if there's traffic, it takes longer, maybe 30 or 35 minutes.
Okay, so notice he said it takes 20 minutes. That's how we talk about time and distance. It takes plus time. It takes 10 minutes. It takes an hour.
Right. You can also say, the drive is 20 minutes, but it takes 20 minutes is more common.
And if you use public transportation, you can say I take the bus to work or I take the train to work, not I go by bus. Well, you can say that, but I take the bus sounds more natural.
Exactly. So everyone practice this. I take the bus to work or I drive to work. Say it now.
Great job. Now, let's talk about what happens during the day.
Hold on. Before we move on, I want to point out something really important, a mistake that even intermediate learners make.
Ooh, what is it?
They confuse work and job. They say things like, I go to my job every day, or I finish my job at 5 p.m.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Okay, let's clear this up right now.
So, job is a noun. It's what you do. I have a job as a teacher. My job is interesting.
But when you talk about the activity or the place, you use work. I go to work. I finish work at 5 p.m. I'm at work.
Not I go to job or I'm at job. That's incorrect. Always go to work, finish work, at work.
So remember, job equals the position, work equals the activity or place. Easy, right?
Exactly. Okay, moving on.
So Max, what do you do at work?
Well, I work in an office. I spend most of my day at my computer. I answer emails, attend meetings, and work on projects.
Okay, let's break that down. I spend most of my day at my computer. That's a great sentence. You can use spend to talk about how you use your time.
Right. I spend 2 hours studying. I spend the morning cleaning. It's super useful.
And notice he said attend meetings, not assist meetings. In English, we attend a meeting or a class. Assist means to help someone.
Good point. And here's another phrase, work on projects. We use work on when we're doing a task or assignment. I'm working on a report. I worked on my homework.
Perfect. Now let's talk about lunch. What time do you eat lunch, Max?
I usually have lunch around 12:30 or 1 p.m. Sometimes I bring lunch from home. Other times I buy something from a cafe nearby.
Okay, so notice bring lunch from home or buy something from a cafe. These are natural phrases.
And here's a little vocab tip. If you prepare your lunch at home and take it to work, you can say I bring my lunch or I pack my lunch.
Yes, pack is great. I pack my lunch every day. It sounds very natural.
Now after lunch, I usually go back to work until about 5 or 6 p.m. Then I leave the office and head home.
Head home is another natural phrase. It means go home. So instead of just saying I go home, you can say I head home. It's more casual and common.
Exactly. So I finish work at 6 p.m. and then I head home.
Perfect. Now, listeners, let's practice. What time do you finish work or school? Say it out loud. I finish work at... Go ahead.
Nice. Okay, now let's talk about the evening.
So, Max, what do you do when you get home?
When I get home, the first thing I do is change my clothes. I put on something comfortable, like sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Ah, yes. Change my clothes or get changed. Both are correct. And notice he said put on something comfortable. That's natural phrasing.
Right. Then I usually relax for a bit. Maybe I watch TV, scroll through my phone, or just sit on the couch and do nothing.
Okay, so relax for a bit. A bit means a little while or a short time. It's very common in conversation.
And then around 7 or 7:30, I make dinner or sometimes Lily makes dinner and I just help.
Hey, just help? I do most of the cooking.
Okay, you're right. She does most of the cooking. I usually just chop vegetables or set the table.
Thank you. So, everyone, make dinner or cook dinner, both are fine. And if you don't cook, you can say order food or get takeout.
Yes, I usually order pizza on Fridays, or we get takeout from the Thai restaurant.
Perfect. Now, after dinner, what do you do?
After dinner, I wash the dishes, or if I'm lucky, Lily washes the dishes and I dry them.
Teamwork. So, notice wash the dishes and dry the dishes. Simple, clear verbs.
Then we might watch a movie, read, or just talk. It depends on the day.
Okay, so here's a useful phrase. It depends. This means the answer can change based on the situation. What do you do in the evening? It depends. Sometimes I read, sometimes I watch TV.
Exactly. Very handy phrase.
Now, let's talk about bedtime. Max, what time do you go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11 p.m. Before that, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for bed.
Get ready for bed. Another great phrase. It includes all the little things you do before sleeping.
Right. And then I set my alarm, turn off the lights, and go to sleep.
Perfect. So, go to bed means you get into bed. Go to sleep or fall asleep means you actually start sleeping.
Good point. I went to bed at 10 p.m., but I didn't fall asleep until midnight.
Exactly. There's a difference. Okay, listeners, now it's your turn. What time do you go to bed? Say it. I usually go to bed at... Go ahead.
Awesome. Now let's do a quick practice round.
Okay, everyone, this is the fun part. We're going to describe a typical day, and we want you to repeat after us. Ready?
Let's go. First sentence. I wake up at 7 a.m.
Good. Next, I have breakfast and drink coffee.
Nice. Next, I leave the house at 8 a.m.
Excellent. Next, I take the bus to work.
Perfect. Next, I work until 5 p.m.
Great. Next, I head home and make dinner.
Awesome. And last one, I go to bed at 10 p.m.
Fantastic. You're doing great, everyone. Now let's do a quick quiz.
Okay, I'll say a sentence, and you tell me if it's correct or incorrect. Ready?
Sentence 1. I take breakfast at 7 a.m.
Is that correct? Think about it. No, it's incorrect. We say I have breakfast or I eat breakfast, not take.
Good. Sentence 2. I go to my job every day.
Correct or incorrect? Incorrect. We say I go to work every day, not go to my job.
Nice. Last one. I spend most of my day at my computer.
Correct or incorrect? Correct. That's perfect.
Great job, everyone. You're getting it.
Okay, we've covered a lot today. Let's do a quick recap of the most important points.
Number 1. Use the simple present tense to talk about routines. I wake up, I have breakfast, I go to work.
Number 2. Use frequency words to sound more natural. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
Number 3. Key phrases. Get out of bed, have breakfast, leave the house, go to work, head home, go to bed.
Number 4. Don't confuse job and work. You have a job, but you go to work.
Number 5. Use it takes to talk about time. It takes 20 minutes to get to work.
And bonus tip, use phrases like get ready, spend time, and it depends to sound like a native speaker.
Perfect. So everyone, now you know how to talk about your daily routine in English, clearly, naturally, and confidently.
And remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. So try describing your day out loud. Talk to yourself in English. It really helps.
Oh, and before we finish, Max, you promised you'd tell everyone your secret morning habit.
Fine. Every morning before I leave the house, I do 10 push-ups.
Wait, that's not the weird part. Tell them why.
Because I read somewhere that it wakes up your brain and gives you energy for the day.
Okay, so everyone, if you want to be like Max and do push-ups every morning, go for it. But honestly, just practicing English every day is a great habit too.
True.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode. We hope you learned a lot and feel more confident talking about your daily routine.
Remember, English is all about practice. You don't have to be perfect. Just keep trying, keep speaking, and you'll improve every single day.
And hey, we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us, what time do you wake up? What's your favorite part of the day? Do you have any weird morning habits like Max?
Yeah, please tell us we're not the only weird ones.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who's learning English, and subscribe to Mr. Englishman so you never miss a lesson.
Next time, we're going to teach you how to talk about your hobbies and free time in English. It's going to be fun, useful, and full of great vocab.
So make sure you come back for that. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.